Hello again. Thanks for coming back and watching another update video. So here we go, the end of week 7. Yeah, this has been good this week. I weighed myself this morning. It was at 413. 40 pounds! Yes, I have lost 40 pounds in the 7 weeks that I've been doing this. So happy. So interesting thing to note. My blood sugar this morning was at 102. And yesterday it was at 155, I believe. So the one thing that I've been learning is that blood sugar, regardless of, I guess, whether it goes up or down, I guess has to do with, not only the food that you eat, but the amount of or lack of food that you eat. So I noticed that yesterday, actually the day before, I had barely probably eaten like 1,000 calories. And then I got up yesterday, went and walked, and that's when I saw that it was over 150. So I went looking, and I guess you're not only will it go up with exercise, but it'll also go up with lack of eating as well. So I'm not really sure that I understand all of it, but I would definitely recommend that you look into that if you have diabetes and you're trying to keep track of how much your blood sugar numbers are going up or down. Start looking at what happens if you don't eat as much, and also maybe start looking into what happens when you start to actually exercise. So that would be a very good tip. So I have been walking a mile every day this last week. So I'm just loving that. I really am. I'm feeling really good. My feet don't like me as much when I get back, but otherwise I'm making it the entire mile. Don't have to stop. Get back, take a shower, and just relax, have some water, and I feel great. So something else that I wanted to mention, I don't think I mentioned it last week. 2 weeks ago, I think it was on a Monday. It was 2 weeks ago. I got, and I've had hives in the past, but all of a sudden I got like just patchy, hive spots like all over. It was really annoying. I have been taking Benadryl to counteract that, because it seems to only kick in at night when I'm asleep, which is weird, but I'm not really sure why. But I looked it up. I looked up whether a vitamin deficiency could cause hives, and I saw that if you're lacking vitamin B and D, it could cause hives to start. So I've been taking a vitamin supplement for the last couple of days. I found this out like a couple of days ago, so I started taking those. That could be something that might happen. Now, keep in mind that this was 6 weeks in, five and a half, 6 weeks in that this started. So it's not like I was allergic to any kind of food, because for those 6 weeks I've been eating meat, dairy, and some fish. So I'm trying to get fish really into my diet as well. So again, it's just something to keep in mind. So I'm looking at my notes over here. So one thing that I wanted to talk about just real quickly today is time. Now, obviously, if you're as big as me, it didn't happen overnight. It took time because of the food that you're ingesting, the amount of food that you're ingesting, and the lack of exercise, and the lack of burning off all of that the excess weight. It took time for you to get to this point. And if you're working on it or you're going to start working on it, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to take time for it to come off. Like yesterday, I was at work. I do pizza delivery at night. And yesterday, out here in the South, it gets hot, but it's also really muggy. It's really, really sticky out there. And I had to come home and change my shirt at least once. I was going to do it twice, but I didn't get a chance to, just because I was sweating up a storm. I mean, I was moving around great. I was loving the fact that I could keep up with the deliveries because we had a lot. But at the same time, it's all this that is making me sweat. And I get frustrated at that. I mean, again, I woke up this morning, took my walk and saw that I was at 413, and that made me feel great. But at the same time, you can also get frustrated with the fact that you're not, it's not coming off fast enough. There are times when I just wish I could just rip it all out. I mean, I know I can't, but you may feel that way. Please don't give in. Please don't just say, well, it's just not happening fast enough. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. You just got to accept the fact that, it may have taken years to get on. I'm not going to say it's going to take years to come off, but it's going to take months and months of eating, if you're going to do carnivore, eating the right food, making sure that you don't cheat and go back to the carbs and the sugars. I finally had to just mentally tell myself that I'm not going to drink soda anymore. And there are times when I go to the store and I'm walking by and it's like, oh, soda. I just have to fight myself not to do it. So it's going to take time to come off. So just keep up with it. If you're following, these videos at all, please feel free to put in the chat where you are, how things are going. And, if there's anything that you'd like me to talk about, again, I'm not a doctor. This is just more of a way for me to, I guess record this for posterity, plus keep myself in check, because I'm putting myself out there to, just to keep, just to keep myself focused on what I'm doing and to be able to see from the beginning, until the end, whenever that's going to be, of how things progressed. And I don't know if you can see it, but I've got a little bit of a wobbly chin going here. So I don't know, to me, that's a good thing, because before it was a lot tighter because there was more of me in there. But anyway, I was just happy about that too. But anyway, I hope things are going well for you. Again, if you want to start a conversation, please feel free to add something to the chat. But otherwise, take care, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.